Greetings and a warm welcome on this cold January day here in Dublin. I got around to publishing my new story a few days ago after some last minute checks and edits. So back in the lockdown during the first half of 2021, I wrote a lot of material and ended up publishing a book of short stories and a couple of novellas. But this particular tale was a slow burner which I've been piecing together over the better part of 6 months. The way that I do things writing wise, I don't plan a middle or an ending when I start something. I have characters in mind and some idea of how I'd like to develop them, but I don't have a solid storyboard concept. I'll write a chapter and I'll take a look at it and I'll decide where I want to go from there. Real casual. The way I do things would be completely unacceptable for many writers, many professional writers, or otherwise. A lot of people, they just couldn't work that way. I get it. I'm strange. Yeah. Anyway, the book is called Ray Lee, City at the Hard Edge, and it's set in a shanty town in the early 22nd century on the Isle of Man. This is where much of the story takes place, the focus being on several different characters in this harsh and poverty-stricken place. The settlement itself, which is something of a massive sprawl of a city built up over 4 decades, was originally brought about by a cruel government policy. The location is essentially a dumping ground for undesirables, and over time this place grows and shifts and becomes a different animal to the one it was in the early years. The Manx community are frustrated and angered by the existence of this dumping ground on their beloved island. Their protests to the British establishment are plainly being ignored, and eventually a few among them are willing to do whatever needs to be done to change the intolerable political reality. I don't want to give too much away here, but in terms of the themes of the tale, political extremism and terrorism push this one along, as do exploitation and the corruption of youth, as well as the resilience of human beings and common decency of people generally living in a tight-knit community under very trying circumstances. Alright, links to the ebook and paperback are down below. If you do choose to give it a read, please do let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time, folks. Take care of yourselves.